I see my way clear. I see my way clear. I see my way clear. Keep your fangs sharp. I see my way clear. Keep your fangs sharp. Keep your fangs sharp.
Hello to anybody watching the stream right now. Sorry that the stream's starting so late. I decided this is gonna be a late night stream. This is gonna be a really, really late night stream.
Keep your fangs sharp.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna do one more thing. And that's done. Give me 1 second. I'm actually surprised the reason my Bluetooth's still alive is because I charged them up during work so much.
I see my way clear.
Unfortunately, I gotta go to work in the morning. I thought I was gonna be able to call out and go to the damn graduation, but I can't even do that. Ain't that some shit? Anyway. What the crap is that? Oh, that must be the boss fight. Well, anyway, how do I... Okay. That's crazy. Did they decrease the stamina consumption for swimming? Maybe it's just for the sake of the story quest. But that's freaking diabolical. Hopefully my mic is loud. Now where are these fools at?
Is there anything else you'd like to ask?
Wait a minute, what?
I'll share with you all that I can remember.
She has fan service? Oh my god, I'm shocked. My mic a little closer.
It is paradise.
I take it you don't mean that in a good way?
It is a place where sickness, hunger, sorrow, despair, and dullness of heart cease to exist. There, deacons sing eternal hymns. From a literal standpoint, this line describes the dark tide perfectly. In the beginning, the dark tide would claim only the areas it touched, assimilating all life as its vanguard to clear the way for its spread. The dead, they would grow mouths and sing hymns, day and night. They didn't need eyes or ears, for their purpose was to spread blindness and madness. Even those who did not believe were drawn irresistibly to the Leviathan's creed, and for those already deceived, it was all but inevitable. When a soul is corrupted to its core, it will sing hymns without end on its sleepless journey to merge with the dark tide. And when every faithful soul has returned to paradise, the land consumed by the dark tide will begin its pilgrimage, drawn by darkened skies, spreading its gospel to wherever it lands next. The final act of the dark tide is the journeying paradise.
Is this the future you saw after coming into contact with the dark tide?
Yes. there anything else you'd like to ask? I'll share with you all that I can remember. That was its name before it became a sonorosphere. This seminary built on an island was not just a place of learning, but also a sanctuary for raising dragon echoes.
What did they teach?
The Order scriptures, geography, history, and combat skills.
Shouldn't a seminary focus more on cultural arts?
This was a seminary reserved only for resumators, so naturally, their talents were put to more practical use. Besides, the doctrine of salvation emphasized the importance of combat. Is there anything else you'd like to ask? I'll share with you all that I can remember.
Wait a minute, let me re-listen to
That
this
was
again.
its name before it became a sonorosphere. This seminary built on an island was not just a place of learning, but also a sanctuary for raising dragon echoes.
What did they teach?
The Order scriptures, geography, history, and combat skills.
Shouldn't a seminary focus more on cultural arts?
This was a seminary reserved only for resumators, so naturally, their talents were put to more practical use. Besides, the doctrine of salvation emphasized the importance of combat. Is there anything else you'd like to ask? I'll share with you all.
The only reason my camera angle, my camera angle only like this is because of the fact that my girl has fan service, and I'm shocked by it. It's the only reason this camera angle like this. She's wearing full-blown panties underneath her dress. I am shocked by this, genuinely. Also, that damn teleporting waypoint in the background freaking pissed me off. Because it's active when it shouldn't be active.
The Sword of Discord, Hogness, and the Sword of Virtue, Haltier. I can't remember anything else about Hogness. But as for Haltier, it was my former blade. How did it end up being one of the swords that can break the seal?
Perhaps we'll know once we find it.
Is there anything else you'd like to ask? I'll share with you all that I can remember. It's safer this way.
Bro, look at that.
You should get some rest. We'll be counting on you again tomorrow.
I am so shocked that they were bold to do that for her. Granted, actually, I'm not too shocked because they did that with the damn. Bro, that's so annoying that they have that work acting like that. Okay, so where is Carlotta or Cantarella? Oh, there she go. What's with the attitude, damn it?
Is it true that the Phasalia family was one of the factions that started the conflict in that stained glass?
The leader of one such faction, to be exact. That was a long time ago. After their defeat, the Union was disbanded under immense pressure, and the Phasalius gradually withdrew from the public eye.
Is this why you had no choice but to publicly change your beliefs?
No. The reasons for the Phasalia family relinquishing their pride and enduring disgrace are far more intricate than that.
What do you mean?
Long ago, Turvin was actually given to the Phasalia family by the first Primus, Napoli II. When the conflict had settled, he arranged a private meeting with the head of the family to reveal the truths behind the pilgrimage. He told the Thessalians that when he traveled through the first dark tide and reached its end, there was no sanctuary, only a battlefield filled with darkness and suffering. The heavenly voices he heard were not revelations from the divinity, but the seductive whispers of the Threnodian, casting a lure for puppets to bite. As I told you before, Leviathan is a Threnodian who uses beliefs to spread a spiritual plague. You see, it requires a puppet to carry its voice. The Sentinel realized the Threnodian's plots, and thus the first Dark Tide was launched as a hasty reaping of Raguna and the Sentinel. To save Raguna from the grim fate brought by the Dark Tide, the Sentinel split a portion of their power and entrusted it to Napoli II. This power allowed him to imbue the Echoes with the strength to repel the Tacit Discords and purify the Dark Tide.
And this power was released through the lantern depicted in the stained glass?
Yes. The other part was kept inside Turvin. It was in that very moment, when the Sentinel's power had been weakened, that the Threnodian corrupted and merged with their body, transforming the Sentinel into the form you see today.
If what you're saying is true, the first Primus should have been on Imperator's side. Did the spiritual plague you mentioned affect him?
Although the Primus's body remained whole, his soul was torn apart, caught in the ceaseless struggle between the Threnodian and the Sentinel. Within the body they now shared. The Sentinel's power failed to shield the Primus from the Threnodian's influence. As the two divinities vied for dominance, he succumbed to many misdeeds against his own people. In the end, during that private meeting, he confessed the truth to the head of the Thessalians and begged for release.
So that's why he passed so abruptly.
The Thessalia family was powerless against the Order at that time. Our only recourse was to submit to their cause and keep the secret locked away in our hearts, waiting for the right moment to act. Now what could you possibly want with me at a time like this?
You were pretty harsh on Cardathia.
Before I learned of those record secrets, I had only seen her from afar, heard tales of her accomplishments. While I would be willing to believe she stands with humanity, the more I allow myself to cling to such thoughts, the more I must strip them away and think rationally. It's only then I can be certain these thoughts are my own, and not the whispers I hear in the dark. Now what could you possibly want with me? A trivial experiment. A test designed to find those with the strongest wills and force them into resonating with Turvin. Yet after trying for so long, all we got was the answer, the Maiden is dead.
I don't think she wants to continue this conversation. Better to stop pressing.
Now what could you possibly want with me at a time like this? Well, I don't intend to wait around either.
Areas we passed before alone?
The more clues, the better, don't you think? Oh, and
What's up,
take
man? How you
this.
doing?
Afraid I've slipped something extra in? Or perhaps you're contemplating dinner with me.
I'm just curious why the matriarch of the Phasalia family packs her own food.
Food is always an easy target for those who find me less than pleasing.
I'm just checking her character design, that's all. You finished streaming ZZ? Well, I finished all the story-related content. Now, content that's not story-related, I haven't done that yet. And I don't know if I want to stream it or just do it on my own time. Kinda effed up my stream schedule this entire freaking week. But not streaming when I should have streamed, and so on and so forth. I've been trying my damnedest to get back into streaming around the 9 o'clock hour so that I can have more sleep time. But I keep effing it up. I want to get as much of the story as, or this part of the story done. Because I ain't gonna lie, I might have to just readjust myself and just stream WoW the entire rest of the week. Or from right now to tomorrow night. Or take it later tonight, technically, since it's Friday now.
You mean besides being squashed behind that blue thing? Yeah, I guess. Listen, I figured something out about that frequency. It's not a single frequency. It's like it's mixed up with something else. Or kinda like a piece of cookie that's been crumbled in with everything else.
My bad, I misread your comment. You said you had just finished streaming Zilless. My apologies. Well, that's all good. I'm about to call it a night because this is done and I'm in bed. No problem. I was contemplating whether or not if I wanted to start the stream or not. I was like, maybe I shouldn't start the stream. Maybe I just stream tomorrow. But then I was like, you know what, let me just try to stream from about 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock. From 2 o'clock, probably 3 o'clock. You'll see how it goes.
Which is why it's so hard to get a good bite. To see if it was a threat. I can now say with certainty that it isn't. But since it's a crumbling mess, other than taking up space, it's pretty useless.
We might encounter something similar at the next 2 pedestals. Keep an eye on this for me, will you?
Will do. You can count on me, 100%.
Wait, is it the bamboo event where you have to like run an obstacle course? As far as I understand it, at least from what I heard someone else talk about, the bamboo event hasn't really changed much. It's kind of the exact same.
I thought I'd slip away quietly and avoid any fuss. Now, here I am dealing with one of you. Since you're all here, how about a stroll? They're a lot feistier than before.
Need help? Just show me skills. Wonderful sound. Down with the curtain! Leave it to me.
Well, this is where our paths must part.
Oh, Tenchi, quick question. If you're still watching, let me know. Is Catarella, how you pronounce our elf girl's name? Is she coming out in the next patch? Kona's coming out next. AKA Cocaine. Okay, so Miss Cocaine, she's coming out in the next update patch, which is version 2.4. Really? I thought she was coming out in this patch, but just on like the next phase. Okay. So she is coming out in the... So, Cocaine is coming out in phase 2 of version 2.3. So who's coming out in version 2.4 then? Hopefully it's our little elf girl right here. I'm hoping that's the case. Because if so, I will just hoard and save all these pulls that I failed to use to get, you know, my girl Zani. And I will do it to get her instead. Anything about her, lol. Yeah, especially after the whole thing of the anniversary. Of course these leakers are afraid to leak any damn thing, because they know they're gonna get crucified.
You're here for the Sentinel. Why would you leave now?
What I saw yesterday caught my attention. It may be tied to the Sentinel. And besides, I'd rather not spend the day twiddling my thumbs, seeing as your gondola only holds 2.
Are you sure you want to go alone?
Such concern for me. I do hope to see the fruits of your labor when I return.
Let me say this real quick. They are super strict about it. Or wait, hold up. They are super strict on it. So they're super strict on leaking anything related to her, which makes sense. I think I need to say this real quick. I got 2 things I want to say. First thing, I haven't started writing the script for my Wuthering anniversary is dog crap video. I know it's gonna ruffle some feathers. I haven't started making that video yet. Because I've actually been like keeping my ear to the wall, seeing another content creator, Faros, break down some of the things that's going on in the Wuthering anniversary, at least in the event tab, like the Gilded Midnight or some crap. You have to keep pulling on the banner in order to get the in-game currency to then get the rest of the wishes that's on that store. But like, you're not even gonna get all those wishes. You're only gonna get 7 out of the 10 wishes, at least for the limited banner, right? Another one, which was pretty obvious to see, is you have to wait some days to obtain, like 2-3 weeks at best, to obtain one of the limited 10 pulls, which is, from what I understand, is lining up right after Zanny's banner ends, which is more dog piss. What was another thing that I found out? They have a web event. They have a web event where you have to promote the game in order to get whatever little astrite they give you, right? Returning players apparently get more rewards compared to the players that's been around since day one, day one, you feel me? Which is a shocker. Well, actually, it's not too much of a shocker, but it's enough of a shocker. And what else? What else was something interesting? Oh, I think that's about it. Because everything else, I'm pretty sure we all know. Like the 50/50 banner system, BS going on for these anniversary banners. The fact that Phoebe is rerunning on phase 1 alongside Zanny is utterly diabolical. Especially when Zanny needs Phoebe. Granted, potentially you can tell me otherwise, but as far as I understand, Phoebe is the preferred option compared to Spectral Rover. Spectral Rover is like, they're nice or whatever, but like, if you want like the supreme execution of Zanny's kid, you need to get Phoebe. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Mind if I take turban?
Go ahead. It's no use now that it's out of the pedestal. Its energy is gone.
It may still come in handy.
I'll add you in my terminal. Call me if you need help.
I just might ring you up once things are settled.
Phoebe plus a signature weapon gives 2x more damage, but you can still make it work without her. Okay. That's all I need to know. Even knowing that it's a 2 times difference in damage, having Phoebe and Zanny on the team versus freaking Phoebe versus Zanny and Spectral Rover, that's more than enough to sit here and say, yeah, I'm pretty sure you're gonna. It's preferable that you have Phoebe. Yo, what's up, X? Your first time being here, or are you a sub? You subbed to the channel some time ago. Let me know. I'm ranting a little bit, but yeah. These are the things I need to I need to make a list about this so that I don't forget about the stuff about my woo-wah video I want to make. Because, bro, this anniversary, the amount of not even backpedaling, that's not the word I want to use. Backpedaling doesn't feel like the proper word to use. But the amount of freaking sidestepping the complaints people have about this anniversary when it comes out to its rewards, and basically trying to give Coral this this BS of this leeway, give you like this free pass card nonsense for the anniversary is ridiculous. You can say the game is a good game all you want to. There's still issues with the game as far as I understand. There's something about tuners that people have an issue with in the game. I'm really not sure what tuners do in this game. I think it just level up your echoes or some crap like that. But to continue the point, I don't even know if they've even updated that. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong, because I know that's something people have been complaining about. But like, yeah, you can sit here and say, oh, the game is a good game all you want to. But this anniversary patch, which they released before their actual anniversary, which I found utterly retarded. I'm going to be freaking honest with you. Releasing your anniversary patch of your game, 2 to 3 to 4 weeks before your actual game's anniversary is by definition retarded. Like, what? Why didn't the patch just drop on the anniversary? Why are you dropping it weeks ahead of time? It's so cornball-esque behavior, in my opinion. But after experiencing what I just experienced on that, trying to pull for Zanny, I'm not gonna lie to you, nigga. I'm gonna have to skip Zanny. I'm gonna have to. I don't want to skip Zanny, but I have to skip Zanny. Zanny the GOAT for real. I really don't want to skip her, but unfortunately, by how these devs decided to handle like giving out these pulls, is like, bro, what? Also, X, bro, if there's something you're trying to say, just type it, man. I'm gonna read it anyway. You can express your agreement or your disagreement with me. I'm down for the convo. And also, another thing I've been seeing, the amount of Coral bots. I'm not gonna lie. Seeing so many people defend the company versus defending the consumer is ridiculous. And seeing gotcha CCs, such as the big man, Tectone himself, seeing him say something, say freaking, because he watched someone's video today, or he posted someone's video reacting to it today on his channel, and the person suggested that, hey, maybe we should compare the game WoA to PGR versus comparing it to Genshin, right? And it's purely on the basis of like, not in terms of like its gameplay, but in terms of how the game is being managed and being handled, right? And I'm not gonna lie, Tectone sat there and said, you cannot compare WoA to PGR in terms of this framing of like how the game is being managed and being handled when it comes down to like free rewards for the anniversary and stuff like that, right? And I was like, wait a minute. And mind you, I was not the only one who noticed this nonsense argument that he just made. Because legitly 2 years ago, I'm pretty sure, when Star Rail gave out Dr. Ratio for free, on top of that, not only gave Dr. Ratio for free, but freaking gave there were so many quality of life updates to the game that people were like, yes, these are quality of life updates that they've been hoping Genshin would give, right? For years, for like 2 years at that point, because Star Rail had came out during version 3 of Genshin Impact, or during the version 3 era of Genshin Impact, right? And there were so many times where he, along with other CCs and other people of the community, were sitting here comparing Star Rail to Genshin, not in terms of gameplay or game design, but purely in the basis of how the dev team manages their games. People were, at the time, people were like, yo, Star Rail's dev team is managing it better, they're treating their players better, they're taking feedback that players have and actually executing it, and so on and so forth, right? And all those other things, right? And they were comparing it to Genshin. But when it comes down to Wuwa, we're sitting here acting like Wuwa cannot be done in the same way. Can we not compare PGR to Wuwa in the sense of how the game is being managed? When it comes down to like getting free rewards for anniversaries and stuff like that, you're telling me we're not allowed to do that? What? That is the biggest form of hypocrisy I've seen from this man. Sitting here what, nigga? Bro, if you told Tectone a year ago that this nigga would sit here and backpedal on an argument that he pushed and stood on, he would call you crazy. He would say, you're trying to make stuff up. I'm like, bro, this is retarded. This is retarded by every sense of the word. That's where it is. Santos, hold on, let me read him. Zanny is overrated. Santos, the biggest WAD writer. I'm removing my chats because I think some of them are unnecessary. Okay, no problem. But yeah, it is so wild to sit here and see people yap like this. It is crazy. This is one of the things for anyone new watching the channel right now. I have this thing where this is how I usually frame gacha CCs, especially if they're pushing everything they say as factual. Despite the fact it's not factual, it's rather questionable that you will say these such things. I frame them as this: gacha creators are essentially apostles. Also, what's up, Blue Hill fan? How you doing? Are essentially apostles who preach their preach the word of the company that created the gacha game to the player base. They preach their gospel to it, right? And it's a gospel that most people will accept without question. Right? This is why you gotta be, if you are going to listen to criticism people have of any of these gacha games, I implore you to not only play the game yourself and remove the opinions that DCCs have said or anyone else has said about how they feel about the game. Remove it entirely from your mind and focus solely on your opinion. Play the game, build up your opinion as you play the game, and then give out your opinion. Because that's what I did. When it came down to Star Rail, when it came down to Wuwa, I told myself, yo, I'm going to play these games so that I can have a better, full-blown view of the entire thing, so that when I speak out of my mouth, I'm not coming out sounding retarded when I talk about it. Anyway, let me read. I think you should make videos calling them out. I'm doing good, and how about you? I'm doing fine. I just started the stream extremely late, which is my fault. I overslept past my quick nap and my alarms, so yeah, the stream is mad late. I might stream till about 3 o'clock in the morning. And then tomorrow, well, later Friday night, I might freaking just... I might play Star Rail, or I might just play Star Rail on Saturday and Sunday instead. So, yeah. That's my fault. I should make a video calling them out. Shoot, I already made one video calling out these gacha CCs pushing this narrative that you need to spin for traversal mechanics in Genshin to traverse decently in the game. I done did that already. It done freaking hit... Ooh, actually, did it stop growing? Because it was growing, bro, a whole month had flew by when I released that video, and it grew exponentially. Let me take a look at it real quick. Let's see. Okay, so it's sitting at 7.5k views right now, and I'm not even freaking, I'm not even freaking, what's the word, monetized on my own channel yet, because I haven't reached 500 subs. But like, bro, could you imagine? And then, of course, the video after that was responding to comments that I got from that video, at least 3 in particular, or overall sentiment. And even that video got 1,000 views. I was shocked. Honestly, my expectation for the second video, or the response video to that one, was I thought I was going to get like at least 200 views at best, and then it was going to stop growing. Nope, JK, it slapped me in the face. I struck gold 3 different times for 3 different videos I posted on this channel from 9 months ago to right now. It is a genuine shock. I'm not here trying to flex or nothing like that. This ain't the time for flexing. I'm just saying, like, when people do not expect to strike gold multiple times, especially on a back-to-back like this. This is unheard of. What's even crazier, I remember I told my science teacher back in high school, I think it was in my second year of high school, I told my science teacher that I wanted to do YouTube as a career path, because I saw all these content creators that I really enjoyed watching, from like, especially when it came down to like animated related stuff, or gameplay related stuff. I was like, bro, all of them look like they're enjoying themselves, having fun and whatnot, and I was a little jealous, I ain't gonna lie. But then now, as I'm thinking back on it, I'm thinking, you know what? It's actually better that I didn't start doing this YouTube thing back in 2020. Which, let's be real, I could have did this whole genuinely. When Genshin Impact dropped, I could have been streaming the crap out of it. Get so many, boy. If I had just decided, you know what? Let me try this YouTube thing. Stream on the platform and all that stuff. What's crazy, I could have done it, but the thing is, I chose not to, because I prefer playing by myself and being in my own little corner. That's the only reason I didn't do it. But now that I look back on it, I'm like, man, I should have done it. But at the same time, it's like, you know, it was a saving grace. It's better that I waited. Oh, let me read. Not gonna lie, HSR has been pretty boring. I'm pretty lazy to build Ruame and Castris. Bro, I'm gonna say this right now about Castris. I did not even get a chance to actually try her out in her, like, the trial run to test out the character. I don't remember doing it.
This is a testament to my connection with the world around me, and it's very much my companion now.
Oh my god, I hate when the rover starts talking. Shut up. Anyway, I didn't even try her trial run at all, so I missed out on getting those primos. And I found out her banner has switched to Freak Out Noxa, so yeah, I was mad late on it. I'm upset about it a little bit, but it is what it is. I stopped playing gacha games, but the dramas are quite interesting. Yeah, the dramas are quite interesting, but the only reason it's even interesting is because people want to play this whole tribalism card, being like, oh, my game better than your game. And it's like, first of all, these games ain't y'all's games. It's these companies' games. Let's go ahead and get that out the window right now. Y'all sitting here trying to flex your game when it's not even your game to flex. You can flex it because you enjoy it. Don't flex it because you acting like it's your game. Stop it. Well, at least it's really good. I guess you can get them. The thing is, I'm still skipping every banner of Amphorius until that freaking fake collab. That's the thing. I got about 90 pulls saved. And on top of that, I am guaranteed, because I checked who was the last 5-star character I got, and it was Gepard. So not only am I guaranteed, but I got a whole bunch of pulls stacked up. So yeah, it's a saving grace. It's a blessing.
If only I could still fight.
Everyone's doing their part. Don't worry.
Yeah, bro.
Nobody's perfect.
Yeah, bro. They defend the game. It was like they're defending, fighting for the nations. That's exactly how they treat it. And I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of retarded. Like, the thing is, like, I can sort of understand the sentiment a little bit. Like, for example, right? When someone is talking crazy on your game that you enjoy playing, right? And then they make videos saying, oh, the community that plays the games, or the player base that plays it, is a bunch of dummies and stupid heads who don't, and retarded, who don't understand what a good game is. Yeah, you're gonna get a little defensive about that.
The waterway up ahead is completely blocked.
You can get a little defensive, obviously.
Now there's nothing left but tacit discords.
And your defensiveness doesn't even come from a place of, oh, I'm going to defend my favorite game from criticism. It's actually coming from a place of, first of all, you talking crazy on my name because I played a game?
Wind guide me.
Let me read some more. Move to IRL streaming. For real, I am not doing that. The moment I show my face, bro, you better believe most of these crazy ass gacha players are gonna dox the crap out of me. You better believe they will. Them niggas are straight demons.
Harkness should be here somewhere. This is where the acolytes used to be tested.
Let me read it. Is it fine if I say leaks here? I mean, if you join the Discord, you can post leaks there. Which, the Discord link is available on the channel. Hit it up, click it up, all that good stuff. And then you can post in the Discord server. I finally fixed it probably like 2-3 weeks ago. And it's working fine now. Are you ugly? I wouldn't say I'm ugly. Shoot. Is the word chopped appropriate to use? I don't know. I think I look decent at best. Like, I'm not grotesque. Like, God forbid. But nah, I'm decent at best. Shoot. Right now, I just need to get me a damn haircut. My last haircut was like a couple weeks ago. I think kind of cute, no cap. Stop it. We not acting like this right now.
Perhaps that Steely over there has instructions on what to do.
You don't remember from your exams?
As the Blessed Maiden, I was exempt. Sounds like they're talking about one of the 3 major belief systems, the faith of unity.
Well, ma'am, the only faith of unity I see around here is by the fact that Carthathea has genuine panty shots going on. And I do not exaggerate when I say this either. I'm dead serious. I caught a camera angle earlier. Straight panties underneath that outfit she's wearing right now. I was shocked. Genuinely. You can see the curvature of the butt cheeks and everything. You knew she was wearing underwear underneath the outfit. Which, I'm not gonna lie, I now am a little more, how can I say, my goonish behavior is a little, I guess, not upset. That's not the word I want to use, because that don't feel right. Upset isn't the word I'm looking for, but I'm like, oh man, like, if anyone's watched Dora the Explorer before as a child, did you know what I'm talking about? Swiper, no swiper? Oh man. That's kind of how I feel right now, knowing how they kind of like censored Carthathea's more bustier character model or boss form, especially with it she wore in her clothing, or not in her clothing, but what she wore underneath her dress. So it's like, knowing that y'all did this, and it's still on this character model, the underwear stuff is going on with this lolly version of the character right here. And I'm hoping that when she gets released, they do not change it. I am hoping, because since y'all made me lose my 50-50 to freaking forehead Thunder instead of Zanny, the least they can do is not touch this character model at all and release her character so that I am guaranteed to get her. That's all I ask.
I don't remember the pieces being spread out like this. Maybe we could find a way to move them.
You definitely like that? Of course I am. I'm a top tier, well, I'm not a top tier gooner, let me correct myself. But I am a fan of fan service anime. I don't care how old I get. I'll be an old man in my freaking 70s. I'll pull up, you better believe I'll be in the freaking retirement home pulling up a freaking fan service anime to watch. I'll be like, yo, where's High School DxD at? Let me turn that on. Oh, yes. This is as yappy as HSR. Difference is, my conversation feels more engaging.
Let's give it a try.
Oh
Still
man,
need
just
to
think about
rebuild the waterway.
HSR. I haven't even gotten past a good portion of the
There's no point in
new
finding
story that's been
Hogness
released.
if we can't repair the waterway.
What was it?
At that distance,
excuse me.
we should take a wing ray.
I'll have to guide it.
Ooh. Well, actually, you know, I think I already said this before on another stream, but like, if they just made this wing ray the only thing that allows you to fly in or across Renacita, I would have been fine with it, honestly.
Hold on tight. Don't go falling off.
No way Cal is secretly the person who made this story. Wait, hold on, what? No way Cal is secretly the person who made the story? No weighing. Wait, what? Man, I'm confused. No weighing. Wait a minute, let me look at this Discord
This
server.
is a testament to my connection with the world around me, and it's very much my companion now, bearing witness to everything I've experienced on this journey.
I see what you're saying. No way Cal is the one who secretly made the HSR story. I forgot to say HSR, my bad, no problem. If she can't fly by herself, why cling to Dragon? Why with? Because the flight mechanic is not available to use. Oh, actually, I'm wrong. Never mind. That's interesting, because last time I was playing the quest yesterday, it would not let me activate flight mode. Never mind. I was wondering why the crap I couldn't activate it yesterday, but apparently I can activate it. Maybe because I didn't jump high enough. That's probably what it was.
That one. It
And
isn't supposed to be here.
To answer your question, it's as simple as, well...
There's a gravity calibrator up ahead. Let's put it to good use.
Wait, if she can fly by herself. Hold up. No, okay.
Cardathea, grab on tight.
Huh? Oh, okay.
Cardathea, I gotta remember that. Cardathea, that's how you pronounce her name. Cardathea. There's another video that I am planning on making, and oop, hold up.
That's our goal, right there. But how do we move it?
We run on the walls.
Help me guide the wing ray to the top of the statue.
Of course. But what do you have in mind?
Okay. I find it so interesting that they added a flight mechanic to this game. I find it interesting they added a flight mechanic to this game, but when it comes down to the story, they're not even letting you use the flight mechanic as an option to solve a puzzle. It's like, oh no, use the wing ray. At that point, you might as well just let the wing ray be the thing to use, right? Let me read.
This is a testament to my connection with the world around me, and it's very much my companion now, bearing witness to everything I've experienced on this journey.
I can't fully relate to you on this. Ooh, hold up. I can't tell if that was reused animation or not. Oh, my nostrils
Is this
burning.
really okay?
Saves us the trouble of finding some trigger mechanism.
What is it? Oh, I was about to say this. Okay. So, what I was about to say? I was about to say this. I haven't started working on my video relating to why people didn't really mess with Genshin Impact's Natlan as much. I haven't started working on that one yet. Purely because, you know, I've been working and I haven't had the time to like sit down and really write a script about it. And on top of that, I think the video that I want to make in relation to it, I need it to be like as in-depth as possible without being too in-depth, but with also not being too lightweight, you feel me? Because I don't want to be like, oh, just mentioning it and then it's like we just move on to the next point. I need to like dig deep.
Wind guide me.
What's your job? I work in a warehouse. And no, it's not nothing illegal. If you're curious. So yeah, I gotta make the Wuthering anniversary video and why people weren't messing with Genshin Impact's Natlan in particular. I gotta make those two videos. That's hellish, right? I mean, no, the warehouse is fine, honestly. Like, when you first start working in a warehouse, you think it is hellish, but then when you actually start getting to the groove of it, and you know what you're doing, it's like, it becomes pretty damn easy. To the point that you don't even want to work. You're like, bro, I don't want to do any of this work. I want to go sweep around using the broom at best for as long as possible.
Are these the so-called dragons?
I'm getting jumped.
The last one was bigger.
Which last one?
Gehenna. Ever heard of it?
I used to ride it.
Oh great, now freaking Cantarina is sitting here flexing that she used to ride a dragon. Good for you. What about the customers? Oh, I don't deal with customers.
It's Hogness. There's a gravity calibrator behind the collapsed wall we just passed. We can use it to reorientate ourselves. The remnant spark should be able to incinerate the thorns on the left.
Yeah, I don't deal with customers. There's someone else that does that. Or other people who know how to do that, deal with that. Me, I am just a standard warehouse worker.
Discovery.
Yo, I'm supposed to weigh an item, get its length, width, height, all that good stuff. Take a picture, start wrapping it, all that dandy stuff, right? That's all I'm supposed to do. They act like they're gonna keep hiding this camera angle from me. See? Straight underwear. Y'all saw that. That's the one thing I will respect Wu for. Even though they did censor Homegirl's bustier from back
You can let go
porn.
now. How are you feeling?
So soft. So cuddly. I mean, I'm fine.
They knew what they was doing. Yeah, right, because I heard people who work with the customers rant. I see, because I heard people who work with the customers rant. Okay, so I'm going to try to decipher that better. Are you saying that you've heard that people who work with the customers be having a hard time dealing with them? I won't lie, there's sometimes from what I overhear, seeing how some like there's probably like one or two customers who like be acting or be trying to tell us to like hurry up and get it done. Or at least not me in particular, but one of my other coworkers who deal with customers. They're usually being hit with, yo, hurry up and get it done type stuff, and it's like, bro, you gotta wait your turn. You ain't the only one out here trying to get items. And not only that, you can't speed rush this. We're in a warehouse. You can't speed rush getting an item for you because then someone's gonna get hit or get hurt. Like, no, you gotta wait your time. And on top of that, you came like 2 hours earlier than when you should have came to come pick this item up. We ain't about to rush for you. No, sir, absolutely not. That's not how this going down. Also, my bad for running around the screen, like throwing your brains off. Anyway, what was the next question? Let me read. Do you guys count being a mod as a job? I mean, if you're getting paid for it, then yes, it is a job.
Wind guide me.
That's what I would qualify as a job. If you're getting paid for it, it's a job. if you're not getting paid for it, it is, what's the word I'm looking for? What do you call it when you work for free and you're not getting paid for it? What do you call that? Crap, the word is slipping my mind. I can't think. Free labor? I guess that's the word. I mean, that's another way of saying it, obviously. I'm not getting paid, but if I did, I would be rich from being a mod on the Fire channel and a Discord mod. Yo. I guess you can describe it as like free aid. I got ghosted by the place I applied to. Bro, tell me about it.
Remnants of the past.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I can't do this whole like making up an application for myself and then sending it out to random companies or whatever, bro. I decided, you know what, the best way for me to get a job, I am going to apply to a freaking a temp agency, and they're gonna send me out to get to a job and rely on that. And it works, I ain't gonna lie. The job I'm working at right now is a job I've been sent to twice to do temp work, and I've been hired on by the same company twice. Granted, the only reason I came back for a second time wasn't even my own fault. It was really because the company was like, oh, we're dismantling this second shift, which was entirely stupid. So they dismantled second shift. Everyone on second shift was fired. They said that there's no openings right now. We'll let you know if there is an opening. And this was like early 2023. Then by the time we reached the latter end of 2023, I'm in need of a job again, and freaking my previous job, the one I got fired from because they dismantled second shift. They were like, apparently the temp agency told me that, hey, yo, they're looking for workers back at this place. So I was like, yo, I can't be picky. I need a job right now. I'm going back there. And I went back there, worked for 3 months, got hired on after 3 months, and so on. And now here we are. It's 2025 now, so. How do you even plot? Just like, you know. But yeah, what Tenchi is saying right now, yeah, he's absolutely correct. And on top of that, right, another thing that you will need to do as well is if let's say you're applying to a job after job as like the years pass, you need to write down or fill in your resume even more so and add the other things you've done, right? Where it'd be like, oh, I'm certified to operate forklift machinery. Oh, I worked at this place for 2 to 3 years. I did this. I'm certified for X, Y, Z. Like, you gotta keep filling out your resume as time passes on. You cannot stop filling it out. I have nothing accomplished other than being a rebel. A rebel for what?
It's stuck on the pedestal.
Because you're weak. That's why it's stuck in the pedestal.
The waterway is still incomplete. We have to look elsewhere.
Bro, I swear, when this character gets released, I am pulling for her. There is no question. Her body just built right. Oh my god.
Wind guide me.
It's identical to the last statue. Same as before. I'll handle it.
Kala telling Kala his week is crazy. Look, there's no doubt. Rover Kala would full question. She put me in a blender. But hey, yo, if she can put me in a blender yet she can't lift the sword up, I ain't gonna lie, she's looking weak to me. Where the hell am I supposed to look? I am so pulling for this character. The Gunner behavior in me won't allow me to not pull for her. And I quit it college and that shit was for freaks, bruh. Like, what type of freaks though? Me personally, I didn't go to college. After I graduated high school, I went straight to work. Okay, not straight to work. I did wait like a couple weeks. Not even weeks, a couple months before I even decided to get a job. But what type of freaks? Are you talking about like the activist type freaks who make everyone else bend over backwards for them? Which, I am not gonna lie, I was so glad when I was like, yo, when I saw how they were moving in college, when it came down to being politically correct, bending over backwards to apologize for the actions of their ancestors who more than likely didn't even own slaves. My nigga, I was like, no way y'all sitting here doing this in the classroom. Bro, I would have been like, if someone had did that in front of me, I'd be like, bro, stop right now. You gonna make me feel extremely disrespected if you sit here and get on your knees and start trying to apologize to me for actions that you didn't commit.
It's very much
if you don't straighten your behavior right now, I was like, ain't no freaking way. No way y'all moving like this. I was so glad. I was like, I'm so glad I didn't go to college, because I promise you, if I went to college, I would have crashed out on somebody. I would have been like, no. Don't you sit here and try to treat me with special treatment, because at that point, you're implying that the only reason I got into this college was because of my skin color, which, that's essentially what they did. Let's be honest. The moment that DEI stuff came out, being like, oh, give special opportunity, give the exact same opportunities and freaking, what did you call them? Same opportunities and same outcomes that other non-black students get, and it's like, or not even non-black students, but non-black people get when it comes down to like this job hunting stuff, and seeing all the cornball behavior from it. I'm like, bro, am I supposed to act like I didn't grow up in a society seeing so many black people in different freaking, my bad, I'm getting a little political right now, but it was just one of my biggest gripes seeing from colleges and just seeing how people acted in real life outside of college. And it was just like, bro, am I supposed to act like I didn't see black characters in all across my American fiction over the course of since early 2000 till now? Mind you, I'm a 2000 baby, right? But 2002 in particular. So I'm like, bro, what are we talking about? Am I supposed to act like I don't see black people in different positions of power across the board? Like, what? Am I supposed to be blind? Am I supposed to act like I didn't see this growing up? Are y'all trying to imply that only now it's happening? Stop it.
Hopefully this helps. Sounds come forth. Moment of resonance. I sense your weakness.
Again, my apologies for the political freaking rant. I just need to get it off my chest. Like legs, I need to get it on my chest. Anyway.
push yourself too hard.
Now let me read. I know
It's okay. I'm just doing my part.
Right now. It's like I have to do side quests for 2 years and seniors room. Now I want to go in college so that I can stream. Ooh, actually, I think a lot of people got into streaming during college as well. I'm not gonna lie. Cause that's what it feels like when you see some of these content creators. It's like you look like you streamed during COVID while in college. Which most of them did, let's be honest. Most of them, it was a necessity that they did that. Because they needed that freaking money. Let's be real. College ain't free.
Wind guide me.
Boy, you better believe so many people are like, yo, let me do this streaming thing. I'm gonna stream playing video games. I'm gonna stream watching anime. I'm gonna stream talking crazy. I'm gonna stream acting crazy to get that bread to alleviate my debt. Which was one of the biggest reasons why I didn't go to college. I was like, no, I'm not dealing with debt. F all that. I'll go to college or whatever when it's a more appropriate time for me, because right now ain't it.
We're still missing an area. But where?
Over there.
That might be too high for the wing ray.
Same as before. I'll handle it.
Are you trying to get monetized here as a side thing? If I can manage to get monetized on YouTube, I will treat it as a side thing. Granted, right now I'm just treating it as something I'm having fun doing.
I'll handle this bit. You rest. You've done well. Let's see if I can get a feel for how strong the gravitational forces are.
All right.
Like, yeah, if I can reach being monetized, absolutely. I will treat it as like my side piece of making money. If anything, it's gonna be like pocket change money at best.
Hopefully this helps.
Striking from the shadows.
Moment of resonance. No hesitation. Hopefully this helps. The end has come.
Oh, hold up. Before I continue. I know it's already 2:32, and I said I was going to stream until about 3 o'clock, which I am doing. But I know I've been yapping a lot as well. But this is what you come here for. That's what you subscribe to the channel for. That's what you watch the stream for. You here for the yap session. So let's continue. Okay, so I was thinking about the portion of my anniversary is garbage video, talking about Zanny's kit. Well, not even Zanny's kit, but talking about the fact that if you want the most optimal way to release full damage of Zanny, right, you need to have Phoebe on the team, right? Since Spectral Frazzle can only be initiated by 2 characters in the whole game, one being Rover and one being Phoebe, I was like, wait, what comparison can I make that any of the Hoyo games have done that's something similar to this? Did not realize, oh snap, Zenless Zone Zero has something akin to this, right? Zenless Zone Zero has this, right? Where if you keep attacking the opponent, let's say if you're using a physical character and you keep attacking the opponent with physical damage, it's going to overfill the bar, and then you'll inflict freaking you'll inflict assault damage, or you'll inflict just assault on the enemy. And this applies across to every other element in the game as well. Like if you keep using fire on the enemy, you're going to inflict burn. If you keep using ether on the enemy, you're going to inflict corruption. For electric, if you keep inflicting that, you're going to get shock, right? So knowing all that, I was like, the fact that in Zenless every character can initiate that type of effect on the enemy, but in Wuwa only certain limited units can inflict that is so bad, and it's by definition, in my opinion, predatory. And in the future, I'm going to predict this for Wuwa right now. In the future, every version 1 character that cannot inflict any of these status effect stuff, if they don't update it so that every character in the game can inflict it, I'm gonna say this right now, if they don't do that, and only certain limited characters in the future can inflict these status effect buffs at a higher or lower rate, by definition, the power creep in this game will shoot up like crazy. It will. Anyway, that's my yap session about that. I just want to get that off. Also, Zanny Phoebe team is extreme power creep. Extremely bad power creep. So power creep defenders have nothing. I can say now. You slide. Yes, slide. Be that country, let me move in. I'm not saying it. I don't want to dox myself. And this is exactly why I say join the Discord server. If y'all have y'all Discord freaking profile, you better go chat it up with each other, have your private conversation. You don't need to have it here for the sake of you don't want to be doxxed, obviously. Oh man, the nostril burning. There's a chest down there. What was another thing? Okay, so I'm in the wrong spot again. Okay. What about this way? Okay, that's the right way. So I'm going this way. This way again.
Of the past. Cardithia?
I'm ready.
Oh, hold up. What was another thing I wanted to yap about? I will say this area does look beautiful. There's no doubt about that. But yeah, the fact that no one talked about how bad the status effects or the application of which not application, what's the word I'm looking for? The way in which you initiate the status effects in Wuthering in order to deal more damage. And there's no complaints about it at all. No one's talking about it at all, and I find it crazy. Thank God, like this discussion about freaking Phoebe and Zanny being the best pair, due to how Wuthering has decided to go about doing their stats effects. Like, I'm glad the conversation is now happening because it bridges the gap and tells people, yo, in the future, every character or majority of characters who need status effect and switching to do more damage or to do the most damage that the hit is designed around, it's going to be a necessity. Not really, but correction. It's not going to be a necessity. It is a necessity.
Hopefully this helps. Strike from the shadows.
Oh snap.
Moment of resonance.
What's even more damning, right? For anyone who plays Wuthering, what's even more damning, I'm gonna say this right now. Every enemy in the game can inflict these status effects upon you. So it's not just, oh, you can inflict the status effects upon the enemy can inflict it upon you as well. Which is crazy. Well, actually, it's not crazy, it's actually good game design, because then the combat between you and the enemy is like back and forth, it's a dance, right? That's how I've seen people phrase that type of gameplay, or that type of game design. When the game has this back and forth with you, and it's not some one-sided clean up, right? But like, the fact that every enemy in the game can inflict these status effects, wow, when it comes down to playable characters, there's only certain playable characters that can inflict it, even with this small roster that exists in the game right now, is ridiculous. It's bad. It is bad.
No hesitation.
It's been a long time since I saw this place as it was meant to be. So beautiful. I had forgotten.
Do you want to stop for a while?
No. We have more important things to do.
Let's check back on Hogness now.
Oh, I don't think I asked y'all, how was y'all's day today? Or how was yesterday for you? That's more accurate for me to say. Ooh, hold up. Is this a new viewer? If so, let yourself be known that you're a new viewer. Let me read. Also, for reference, the Phoebe team has 71k DPS over 2 minutes, while the second best teams are about... It's Tenchi. Oh, this is your second account? Teams are about 60k, so it's a massive increase. About 15% power creep damage. Yeah. And it's like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Just sitting here thinking about it. Like, if Zenless... Like, generally, for those who play Zenless Zone Zero, right? Imagine this. Imagine they release a character that their entire damage or their kit is their kit is designed around the idea that you need to inflict assault damage, right? assault damage, which is what physical characters do. Right? Imagine that. Character in the game, they get the most damage by inflicting freaking assault damage, right? It get in Genshin, not Genshin, in Zenless, it would be so much more better to do, and to achieve it, it would be so more free to play friendly to achieve it versus what Wuwa is doing with their stats effect inflictions, right? Purely because one, Zenless, my bad, I'm all over the place. Zenless has already introduced so many characters in the game who are physical characters, and on top of that, status of infliction is done by every character in the game. It's built into the base mechanics of the game's element system, right? So it's like you have a crazy character doing so much damage by simply, they're inflicting assault on the enemy because they keep hitting the enemy with a physical damage. It's so crazy. I'm not even a freaking meta head like that, but I'm just thinking about it in practice is enough for me to be like, okay, hold up, put the brakes here. Wish I could rip off my skin too. Nah, keep your skin on.
Remnants of the past.
How many pulls is that? Hold on, let me take a look at this. Oh my god, it's so diabolical what they've done with these banners. Yeah, you got a 20-day duration to get the character. But bro, niggas don't have the time to log in every damn day. People got other stuff going on in life. And I don't even know what freaking weapon in terms of like a 5-star weapon in the game is even decent to even use. At least as I know, every 5-star weapon in the game is decent to use for the characters. But bro, the fact that you need, well, for the most part, at least for Honor, I understand, 5-star characters in this game work the best even with standard 5-star weapons. But when it comes down to 4-star weapons, 4-star weapons are just dog piss. So it's like I don't even want to pull on the freaking weapon banner. Yeah, that some people feel like they're pleasant as can. No employment behavior to log in every day, just like me with COD Modern Warfare. I'm going to assume that's what that means. COD Modern Warfare. I'm going to assume that's what it means. You know what? Let's do this. Let's do a little surprise. Let's do 2 single pulls and see what happens. Okay. As expected. Also, as expected, more reasons why these banners not being guaranteed for the anniversary is diabolical. We move, we continue.
Let me remove the sword. At least you won't come to harm if it's a trap.
We'll do it together.
But...
if it's a trap, we stand a better chance together.
No traps.
How does it feel to trust me?
It feels good. Why don't you call Foam over? Try whistling. Like this.
Here goes.
Foam heard you. Come on.
The way you were when you saw the plushie Echo, it was unexpected. I think the martyrdom of the Blessed Fleur-de-Lis needs a rewrite.
What's that?
A play about you, written by Cristoforo the playwright.
Oh, how did he portray me?
I would rather hear the joyous songs of the masses than any solemn hymn of remembrance. Perhaps the Sentinel feels the same.
I'd never say that.
In the end, no matter what anyone else says, as long as you stay true to yourself, everything will be all right. Doesn't matter if it's the Threnodian or the Sentinel. They don't get to change who you are.
I'm not gonna lie. It feels like the way they're writing the rover and Cart. Oh my god, my girl Cart. I'll call her Cart from now on. It feels like the way they're writing their interactions. This feels like Shorekeeper 2.0. Does this not? Does this not feel like Shorekeeper 2.0? Maybe I'm tripping, but that's what it feels like to me. This feels exactly the same as when the freaking Shorekeeper and Rover were on screen during the Black Shore thing.
What you said back there. Thank you.
Fleur-de-Lis, my resonator, why dost thou persist? Why abandon thy oath? Why hinder the spread of my gospel?
Time for a screenshot, because this looks great. This looks extremely good. Oh my goodness.
You are a false divinity. Gehenna will reveal the truth.
Gehenna, the lone dragon to have escaped. The one blessed by the dark tide shall return to us. Continue thy disobedience at the risk of insanity. Look around. Thou hast none left. My most beloved resonator, why persist in the error of thy ways?
I will never forget my cause. If divinity takes up arms against the innocent, I will raise my sword against divinity. With the support and hope of countless souls, I stand before you. They fell, so I may rise!
The leg shots are crazy. I'm gonna act like a damn gooner right now. Sheesh.
You saw that too? Gehenna, the one you mentioned earlier. What happened to him?
Thank you. Anna, Casadomo, Olnat, everyone. I am finally able to face all of you. I am not your enemy, and your sacrifices were not in vain.
Hey, Rover, just now there was...
Shh. Later. Someone needs a quiet moment.
Sorry you had to see me lose my composure. I found my true self again. It doesn't matter if I am indeed the Threnodian's resonator. Because I know who to stand by and who to cut down. Some of my memories have returned, thanks to you and Cantarella.
I ain't gonna lie, homegirl talking crazy tough for a chick that's like 4 feet tall. Granted, stand on your business, queen. It's like, since you work at a warehouse, let me see them arm muscles. Nah. I be breaking my back trying to lift items. I'm good.
Feeling better?
No, not yet. Not until we free the Sentinel and defeat the Threnodian. That is why we need to investigate the frequency you absorbed earlier.
My turn to shine. That blue thingy in your tacit mark totally tastes like Threnodian.
The Threnodian's energy has also been split. Could it be the work of the Sentinel?
Like I said, it's mixed up with something. It's too tough to chew.
If the Sentinel splits their own energy to prepare the true Blessed Maiden, then why would they split off the Threnodian's energy and then channel it through Hognis to the person who unsealed the passage? Huh?
You are a resonator born of the merge between the Sentinel and Threnodian. What if you use their abilities to split it yourself?
I haven't forgotten how I became a resonator, and I know I don't have the ability to do that. Do you think the mixed frequencies Abby felt came from me? But why would I do that?
The answer might lie behind the third sealed passageway. Cardathia is starting to make sense of things, but she'll need time to get her head straight. Same as before. We'll keep watch tonight and continue our journey tomorrow.
Of course.
And unfortunately for y'all who are watching, this is where the stream ends. Yes, I know. No one wants the stream to end now, but it needs to. It must. You feel me?
Is there anything you'd like to discuss?
Granted, it's gonna end after I have these conversations.
Dragon discords lived here long before the Renacita settlers arrived. With time and patience, the Order tamed them into echoes. They are fiercely intelligent and have their own social order. Gehinnom was their king, and the only one we believed could lift the siege of the Dark Tide.
Oh my god, they are stripping this straight from Genshin. The Dragon King fighting against the Black Tide. My nigga, what? This is verbatim from Genshin. No, it has to be true. It has to be true that Crow Games are literally former MiHoYo workers. It has to be. They have to be. You don't write something like this into your story and it's damn near verbatim from the other game. That's not from the game from your company. Stop it. Granted, yes, I know someone could argue that, oh, it's probably just creative inspiration, but like verbatim, and even the framing of it is damn near verbatim. The Dragon King trying to lift the siege of the Dark Tide, nigga. This is how they frame stuff in Genshin when it comes down to the Abyss.
We hoped he would bring us the truth, but it seems he failed.
Yeah, he got clapped just like Nibelung did.
Is there anything you'd like to discuss? I am a resonator born of the merge between the Sentinel and Threnodian. So, whose resonator am I? Do I belong to the Threnodian? Or the Sentinel? What does it really feel like to be the Sentinel's resonator?
Bro, I don't know what's going on with y'all talking about rats and rubbers. Y'all sound crazy right now.
Jue's resonator sounds like a woman of strong resolve. I would like to meet her someday. Is there anything you'd like to discuss? I need to clear my mind. I won't let my feelings get in the way of our journey tomorrow. You should get some rest. It's late. You should get some rest.
And we're going to end the stream right here after that conversation. Hold up, let me take a look at something. I gotta see something real quick. I was right, I freaking knew it. Anyway, that is underwear she's wearing under there. And unfortunately for you goofballs in the freaking chat, sit here talking about rats and condoms and whatever the crap.
Sometimes I get a little...
Let me be there for everyone. As we head toward our shared future, leaving the past behind.
Rover's voice acting is so freaking bad, and I don't know who did the audio mix for her voice, but it just sounds bad as well. 13. Ooh, nice. Anyway,
sometimes I get a little carried away in battles.
This is where the stream ends. I appreciate y'all watching it.
Did I?
And all the other good dandy stuff. See y'all back here later tonight for either another Wu-Wah stream or for Star Rail. Actually, you know what? It's gonna be Wu-Wah. Yep, it's gonna be Wu-Wah. We're gonna do a Wu-Wah stream tomorrow. Or later today. We're gonna do a Wu-Wah stream. Finish out this act. And yeah. Then Saturday or Sunday I'll probably be playing Star Rail. So thank you for watching. Good night. Peace out. Dip. GG's. Now what is button at? Because I gotta get to sleep so I don't miss out on getting to work on time. I really don't want to go to work tomorrow. I really don't. But I got to. It is what it is. Alright, peace.